Croke Park today. That was the Leinster semi-final between Laois and Louth. Now they drew last week, so they were back to Croke Park this afternoon for the second instalment. The commentator on this one is Jim Carney, and he is joined by Colm O'Rourke.
The Louth man first to the ball again, that's David Riley. Not a lot loose in this game, but here's a chance for John O'Connell. Nicholas Brown trying to get the punch, that he does. But long-serving Jerry Farrell to the rescue for Louth. Leo McGuigan went hard for that one for Louth and got himself a free. Another good run by Brendan Kearns. Nicholas Brown is calling for it. Two more Loudmen anxious to get it as well, and here's a good little sniping run by Leo McGuigan. But the pressure is back on the Loudmen, and Colm Maher takes it away. Unrelated to midfielder Tony, and not getting a good ball to them. Dennis Lawler, a lot of pace at wing back, not a good ball however, and once again it's Stephen Melia who stands under it, and Stephen Melia has possibly played more ball in this first 15 minutes than any other player there. Brendan Kearns playing well on the 40 for Louth, a good little run. Pat Butterley is going free, but there's no need to give it to Pat Butterley as Leo McGuigan takes the point himself.
Good point for Louth there. Brendan Kearns who's getting a lot of balls, plays it into the middle. It wasn't a very good pass, but eventually comes to Leo McGuigan and he tips it over the bar. A lot of Laois' problems are coming from the fact that they're kicking the ball down the middle, and Stephen Melia is picking up everything there.
Good kick by Jerry Farrell to the middle of the field, but Tony Maher read it best for Laois. Nicholas Brown, the runner in the Louth forward line. He creates the space for Stephen White and Cathal O'Hanlon, but Cathal O'Hanlon not in the Louth forward line at the moment, as Brendan Kearns comes waiting and gets himself a great point. And it's due reward for tremendous effort in the first 19 minutes of this match.
Well, Louth are completely dominating around the middle of the field, and they're getting all the breaks. I think Brendan Kearns was close to having a pick-up there, but he rounds his man very easily and kicks a very, very good point.
Peter Fitzpatrick with the kick off the hand. We're well used to that now. All sideline kicks off the hand, of course. Tommy Smith, a Laois player who has been booked. Good running by John O'Connell, taking his chance well in from the start today. A good call for a ball there by Tony Maher. A great call, a great pass. And it's a point rather than a goal.
Great chance of a goal for Laois there. The ball worked right down the whole length of the field. And very, very good short passing movement given out to John O'Connell, who makes very, very good ground. And the ball given out then to the wing, and when it's given across to the middle, a great ball across. And Tony Maher, I think he probably wanted to chip Jerry Farrell, but put it over.
The big men go up again. O'Hanlon knocking it down, wins it at the second attempt under a bit of pressure and gets himself a free. Michael Dempsey, not that he can get on with it, it's the first attempt. Nicholas Brown trying for the point. Stephen White anxious to stay out of no man's land. And Tony McMahon with the clearance for Laois. Nicely caught by John O'Connell, coming strongly into the game for Laois. To Colm Maher, a good run by Colm Maher. Now who's free for this ball, or will Colm Maher go all the way? Colm Maher takes the point. Seamus O'Hanlon, indeed, the ball bypassing him there. I know he probably wouldn't have got to it, but he did seem a little dazed and wasn't quite sure of the flight of the ball over his head. Mick Lawler looking for the equalising point. It looked a very difficult kick, and indeed it was, but Mick Lawler just found the confidence to go for it and get it.
A great point for Laois, and puts them back on level terms. Michael Lawler didn't seem to know where he was going, and then just turns around and puts it over. But when the ball came down, Seamus O'Hanlon definitely was in a position to go for it, but seems to be feeling the effects of that earlier belt, because he didn't go for that ball at all.
Louth attacking. Seamus O'Hanlon got the initial touch actually to set up that attack as Stephen White comes raiding. 4 men on him, 2 side by side, 1 behind him, and he gets himself a free. The Laois defence, the man who won that penalty, Stephen White, the man who'll take it. Well saved by Tony McMahon in the Laois goal. He was strong, he was brave, he stood his ground, and he got the save. And there's a captain who leads by personal example.
Well, there's nothing better for any team than a penalty to be saved. And Tony McMahon gets down very well. Stephen White didn't put as far away from him as he would want to, but Tony McMahon gets down very well on it again.
But Louth can rescue something from it. That they do. Leo McGuigan, the man who kicked the point. And you just wonder, is it seen as an inspirational score or seen merely as consolation? Michael Turley attempting to level it. Michael Lawler did ever so well to keep that one in play. And he's got himself a free. And this time, it'll be just that little bit. We're in the last minute of the first half. Mick Turley levels it up. Seamus O'Hanlon bursting into the game again for Louth. We're over a minute into injury time in this first half. Seamus O'Hanlon so anxious to get on with it. The referee shepherding Seamus O'Hanlon back. And who knows, it could be Louth who leads in the dressing rooms at half-time. A minute and a half into injury time. Dennis Lawler with a good counter-attack for Laois, a pacey player. And that was a very good ball. And that's gone wide by Noel Rowe. 2 minutes and 2 seconds into injury time. 7 points apiece at half-time. A hard, tough championship match between these sides. In the early stages in particular, it was over hard. In the year of level pegging, they start the second half level. 7 apiece. Laois first to attack. Noel Rowe. Jerry Farrell in control. Under a bit of pressure, he wouldn't want to overcarry in there. Well, he gets a free out. Jerry Farrell, cool under pressure. Giving it to Stephen Melia. The clearance only going to Tony Maher. Into Leo Turley. Trying to point Laois ahead. Seamus O'Hanlon getting the punch to it. Pat Rowe doing so well now at centre back. Eamon Lacey with the clearance. Noel Rowe. In high and over the bar. And that's Laois in front.
Set up from the back again by Pat Rowe, who has done very well on Eamon Lacey. And
Michael Turley with that point.
When it comes up to Michael Turley, he makes no mistake.
And here's Michael Turley again, doing much better since he came out from the corner. To Noel Rowe, doing well since he came in as a sub. And picking off that one very sweetly indeed. And certainly the move out now of Mick Turley to the 40 and Noel Rowe in seems to be crucial for Laois. Well taken by David Mulligan. And got out of it that one nicely too. Just one look, one jinx. And got that ball away to Peter Fitzpatrick. Tommy Smith, one of the best players you have to say today for Laois, but that wasn't a good clearance. Stephen Melia got a good ball through to Nicholas Brown, who hasn't been all that much in the game, but that's a very good attempt by Nicholas Brown. John O'Connell trying to work free for Laois. Fouled by Colin McCarher. Good ball by John O'Connell to Michael Lawler. Had the confidence to go for the point, Michael Lawler. And he swung it in ever so beautifully.
Another great long-range point there from Laois. They find it easier to get points from long range than Louth when it comes to Michael Lawler. Slips a couple of tackles, 45 yards, right over the middle of the crossbar.
Well, now it's the turn of the Laois men to lead. And they're coming looking for more scores. Eamon Lacey will be just happy to keep that one in and try and work free of his man. A great ball by Eamon Lacey to Michael Lawler. Is there a goal here for Michael Lawler? Yes!
Well, that goal puts Laois firmly in the driving seat. Eamon Lacey does very well over there at the line. Seems to step over the line but keeps the ball in play, solos forward, and then gives a great pass right across the field to Michael Lawler. And when he gets through, even though Jerry Farrell does very well and comes out to narrow the angle, he seems to just get his hands it but can't keep it out.
The pressure is on Louth to do a Mead and come back. But it's Michael Lawler, the man of the moment. For Laois has a man free, Leo Turley, if he can find him. And his confidence is high. He got a great point. He got a great goal. And now he's got another point.
Well, Michael Lawler is really causing a lot of problems there for Martin Morgan. Solos through. There was men over on the other side and there was a goal chance. But just as he was about to shoot, he was tackled, but puts it on his left foot and kicks another great point. So Laois causing all sorts of problems for the Louth defence at the moment.
Colin McCarher for Louth, who needs scores. Nicholas Brown, the runner, trying to set one up for Liam McGuigan. There's a fisted score here, is there? Yes, there is. It's a point rather than a goal again.
Well, Louth aren't going to give up. They've been behind in a lot of games in this year's championship and have fought back. Liam McGuigan sends in a very dangerous ball, and goalkeeper Tony McMahon comes out on it, and it's Nicholas Brown, I think, that gets his hand to it. And it looked as if it was going to go into the net.
4 points between them. Louth haven't died. Least of all, their gallant full-back David Mulligan. Transfers. But the referee plays on as Peter Fitzpatrick was robbed there. And here's Noel Rowe. It's a vital point for Laois. And what might have been a counter-attack is a Laois score.
That's a very good work there by David Mulligan. Initially gives it to Peter Fitzpatrick, and the ball is flicked away from him. A rather dubious tackle, but it sets Laois up for another point.
Five points in it. Well, Mead of ammunition that a Mead has. They still have time to do it on points. Here's the first attempt. Stephen White to score.
Stephen White is beginning to come into it now. Great crossfield run with the ball, even though Martin Dempsey plays him very well. Martin Dempsey was impeded there by one of the Louth players and left Stephen White free to kick a good point.
From 6, it's been cut to 4. Louth must sense that they're still in this Leinster semi-final. All of 10 and a half minutes to go. A free to settle the Laoismen, however. Pat Rowe's kick. Cleared by David Riley. But Seamus O'Hanlon, I feel the strength has been sapped from him by that bad injury earlier on, and he wasn't really able to challenge for that ball. Jerry Farrell is in trouble here, and it's gone in. and Michael Lawler, the man who got it. And there's 2 goals. Michael Lawler, the hero of Laois.
Well, Michael Lawler again does the damage. John O'Connell gets the ball on the far side. It looked as if he was shooting for a point from a very bad angle. When it comes across, Michael Lawler very bravely goes in, and Jerry Farrell just misses out. And that's the goal, I think, that's going to take Laois into the Leinster final.
Yes, a disappointing second match at Croke Park today. Leo Charlie added another point for Laois to leave their final winning score 2-14 to 12 points. So I suppose at least one result in Leinster. Well, if that match will not be remembered for any great level of skill, it certainly will be remembered for one incident which began over a minute into injury time at the end of the match.
Utterly, yes. Some players in situations like this might be resigned to it and might just tap it over the bar, or else they'll go for a goal. Well, they were obviously going for the goal. It came off the upright. And here's the free-for-all that was threatening for a long time in this match. Well, considering that we're a minute and 25 seconds over time, the best thing I feel that the ref might do now is call this one off. Well, Colin O'Rourke, there isn't a lot that a commentator like me can say on an occasion like this, looking at those pictures. But what a sad sight, sad sight that is.
Yeah, that's unbelievable for it to break out, and the game was over. There's no need for that at all. These are comprehensive winners of the game, but the worst part about it, of course, is not only were there players involved, but people came in off the sideline and also became involved. I think the referee is wasting his time. He's starting to boot players because there were so many people in it. If he wants to put off, he could put off 10 or 11, but